bustling heart of Azuma Market was where fortunes were made and lost in the blink of an eye. It was a sprawling trading hub in one of West Africa's largest cities, known for its cutthroat competition. Among its busiest traders were 8 wealthy businessmen who dominated the building materials sector. Azuma Market was not just a place of commerce, but a battlefield of wits. Customers flocked to the market daily, and each trader had unique ways of attracting them. Chief Eze. He relied on his deep-rooted wisdom and connections, ensuring customers remained loyal through personal relationships. Alhaji Musa. He controlled a large distribution network, undercutting prices and making bulk sales. Kwaku Mensah. He always had exclusive materials imported from overseas, giving him a competitive edge. Maduka Okeke. A master of showmanship, luring customers with extravagant displays and promotions. Baba Tunde. He kept a low profile but offered premium quality materials, earning him high-end clients. Otumba Kole. He used aggressive marketing, paying influencers and traders to promote his materials. Malam Sani. He sold unusually cheap materials, sparking rumors of illicit dealings. Mr. Adeyemi. He was known for his honesty and fair pricing, making him respected among traders and customers alike. Despite their rivalry, they were all bound by an obligation, attending the chieftaincy ceremony of the chairman of the Traders Union. It was a grand affair, and no trader could afford to miss it. Due to this, it was mandatory for them to travel together on a chartered luxurious coach. That morning, before embarking on the journey, Mr. Adeyemi gathered his wife and children in their living room for prayer. He led them in thanksgiving, then prayed for safety, asking for divine protection on the road. His wife, sensing an unease in her spirit, held his hand tightly and whispered, "May God Almighty go with you, my love." As he stepped out, his youngest daughter ran to him and hugged his leg, saying, "Daddy, don't forget to pray on the road too." The traders, each accustomed to their luxurious cars, grumbled about having to share the same bus. However, the chairman had insisted that unity among traders must be displayed publicly. A prestigious security escort was also arranged, comprising armed police officers to ensure a safe journey. As they departed before dawn, the driver, a lanky, quiet man named Jibril, had an unsettling aura. He barely spoke, except to mutter a strange prayer before they left. Halfway through the journey, they stopped at a famous roadside restaurant to have lunch. As they ate, a blind beggar approached them, extending a trembling hand. Otumba Kole scoffed and dismissed him, but Mr. Adeyemi quietly gave him food and money. The beggar took the gift, turned to the group, and said cryptically, "Some of you will never finish this journey." And those who heard him quickly responded, "God forbid." As the journey continued, tensions rose among the traders. Accusations started flying inside the bus. Alhaji Musa faced Otumba Kole and said, "Otumba Kole, I know you've been sending spies to my warehouse to steal my customers." And Otumba Kole responded, "That's ridiculous. You're just upset because I sell better materials than you. Maybe focus on your business instead of blaming others." Next, we had Chief Eze and Kwaku Mensah. Chief Eze faced Kwaku Mensah and said, "I heard you've been spreading lies about my cement being low quality. You think I don't know?" Kwaku Mensah looked at him and said, "Oh, please, Chief. If your cement is as strong as your ego, maybe you wouldn't have to worry about what people say." Maduka Okeke, who sat very close to Malam Sani, looked at him and said, "And let's talk about Malam Sani. Your prices are so low, there is no way you are selling legally. I wouldn't be surprised if authorities shut you down soon." Malam Sani looked at him and screamed, "You're all just jealous. Maybe if you knew how to negotiate better deals, you wouldn't be crying about my success." Baba Tunde and Mr. Adeyemi tried to intervene, but their voices were drowned out by the escalating argument. Jibril, the driver, kept glancing back, distracted by the chaos behind him. As the tension in the bus increased, one of the security personnel sitting near the driver noticed his unease. He looked at him and said, "Driver, focus on the road, ignore their noise." But the driver nervously gripped the wheel and said, "Sir, these men are too loud, I can't concentrate." "That's not your concern," said the security officer. "Just keep your eyes ahead. This road is dangerous." "I'm trying, but..." Before Jibril could finish his sentence, he failed to notice a deep pothole that seemed to have appeared out of nowhere. The bus lurched violently as it crashed into the hole, sending passengers flying against their seats. Up ahead, the pilot's security vehicle suffered the same fate, skidding to a halt with punctured tires. The convoy was forced to stop in the middle of the desolate highway. As the traders staggered out to assess the damage, frustration mounted. They were stranded in the middle of nowhere, and it was a hot afternoon. Just as the security team prepared to change the tires, disaster struck. A massive lorry, overloaded with logs and traveling at breakneck speed, suddenly lost control. The security officer shouted, "Get back! Move away from the road!" With a deafening crash, the lorry slammed into the escort vehicle, crushing two officers instantly. The impact sent the logs rolling in every direction, and in the chaos, the traders' bus was pushed off the road, tumbling into a ditch. Screams filled the air as metal twisted and shattered. When the dust settled, two traders lay lifeless, their journeys tragically cut short. Among those who perished in the tragic accident were Chief Eze and Alhaji Musa. The survivors, bruised and shaken, could barely comprehend what had just happened. Some wept, others fell to their knees in shock. Mr. Adeyemi, tears streaming down his face, whispered, "We were so busy fighting, we didn't see the danger coming." Back at the Azuma Market, the tragedy sent shockwaves through the business community. But soon whispers began circulating. Some traders murmured that the chairman had used juju to sacrifice the blood of the deceased as part of the ritual for his chieftaincy. Was that why he insisted they have to travel together in that bus? Some people wondered. Whether it was true or mere superstition, the market will never be the same again. When Mr. Adeyemi was finally able to get back home, as soon as he walked through the doors, he fell on his knees and wept. He held his family together and prayed.